or call 402-359-2546.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
Whether you're looking for a new place to call home or trying to sell your current home, you want to make it as easy as possible. So why not use a realtor that works harder so you don't have to? The Carpe Diem team at Nebraska Realty is your go-to realty team for all your residential and commercial needs. They pride themselves on working hard and making your life as easy as possible while educating you every step of the way. Contact the Carpe Diem team to seize your moment, whether it be buying, selling, building, investing, or even commercial real estate. Give them a call today at 402-429-8121.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, showers from likely this morning, then mostly cloudy skies will take over this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 84. Tonight we'll see a chance of storms late, otherwise mainly cloudy skies, a low of around 71. And tomorrow we'll see partly sunny skies with a high of around 86. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Koppel's big summer sales event is kicking off into high gear with lots of fantastic offers still going on. We got 0.9% interest rates and trade-in bonuses on select new models. I know it all sounds too good to be true, but yes, 0.9% interest rates right now at Koppel. Also, we're ramping up our back-to-school vehicles, and our pre-owned inventory is filling fast. We've got great new pre-owned and GM-certified units ready to roll, so stop on by the dealership or online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
So with Matt Davis in the studio, president of the 1890 Initiative, Nebraska's NIL operation.
We have some big things that we're going to announce, I think, in the next, few weeks, few months for sure. So I think 1890 and the trajectory for our company is really good. I think we have the ability to have a top 5 collective in the country. I think we're trending that way.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. From the playing fields to the sidelines, from Florida to California, from the Big 12 to the Big 10. Welcome to the wide world of Raff. Live from the 93.7 The Ticket studios in the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Chris Raff.
Oh, yeah, everybody. We are back again. This is the drive. Oh, I did it again. I didn't even say all right, everybody. I was trying to go all different, be different. But this is the wide world of Raff. It's the night. I thought it was 8 a.m. and we were getting the morning started. Yeah, Harrison, what are you doing here this morning?
Yeah, you do that Monday through Friday. I can see how
it's the evening. It's the evening, but we are here. I feel like I'm sitting in the seat of greatness right now. Jay Foreman just left, the old wily NFL vet, Nebraska Football Hall of Famer. But tonight we talk NFL football. NFL football. What we're going to do is we're going to go through each team, talk a little bit about them, maybe talk where they're going to finish, and we'll just make our way for this hour.
You talking like Big Ten or just cross college football?
Oh, we're talking NFL.
Oh, NFL.
The
Sorry.
National.
I'm stuck in college football.
The
land.
National Football League, which stands for not for long, if you're making plays like that. So we're going to pull up. We're going to start out with the NFC first. And what we'll do is we will make our way through that, talk about where they're going to, where we predict that where they're going to finish at. Harrison, you might agree, but the name of the show is Wide Road to Raff, so you have to agree with everything that I say. It's just the way that it is. So we'll start out first in the NFC West. So NFC West, you got the Rams, the Cardinals, the 49ers, and Seattle. I'm going with San Francisco to win this division. I know they have some quarterback dilemma going on with Purdy, whether he's going to be healthy for the season. By the sounds of it, should be good, but we'll see. We'll see what plays out. Trey Lance, I have no clue. They spent a king's ransom to get him, and I'm not sure if the 49ers is going to be where he'll make his career, or what happens with him, because he's been so injury prone. But I'm going to go 49ers first place in the NFC West. Second place, I am going to go with the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
Geno Smith, second year in Seattle, got the big contract in the offseason.
Yep, I'm with you right now so far.
Solid defense, good coach in Pete Carroll. I think they'll be second place in the NFC West.
They might even chase number one. That's one thing I was really impressed by Pete Carroll, because once
Did
Wilson
they make that
left,
push over the 49ers?
They impressed me a lot last year. I thought Geno Smith was going to kind of eventually show his true colors, but
he
his
just kept on playing.
Yeah, his true colors are he can run an offense and is very secure with the football. Doesn't turn it over too often. He's a nice player. And Pete Carroll, I mean, he did well as soon as Wilson left. Like, that wasn't. They looked better.
So then you got Kenneth Walker, who's going into his second year, and then I think they got the Ohio State receiver. I think.
Let me double check.
Yeah. Somebody help out. Text in, Sartor Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. Heck, if you feel strongly enough about your team, call in. Heck, call the Honda Lincoln hotline, 402-464-5685. We'll take all comments. Let's see what the official chef.
They got him 20th overall. They got Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yep. So you got in Jigba, you've got DJ. I almost called him DJ Lockett, DJ Metcalf, and then you got Tyler Lockett. So you got three receivers, and then Kenneth Walker will be going into his second year. So they've got people, and then Bobby Wagner returns back to Seattle and takes over the middle because he left Rams and went back to Seattle. So
you got a good receiving core right there. You got a running back that you said year two.
Yeah.
Maybe I expect him
so
to
they
take
might
off.
make a run. 49ers need to get some solid quarterback play, because you leave a few games out early in the year, that costs you late. Matt, the official chef of the drive, about to talk about the Steelers all show. I don't know if we'll go that far. Come on, Matt. Is it time? Is it that time of the month again for more food to be brought in? No, that's probably like a couple more weeks out. But don't bring it in when I'm at the state fair, because that's not a good situation. So let's try and do that before the state fair. But Matt, the official chef of the drive, I'm telling you what, people, if you're looking for a chef to come in and do dinner for you, or if you're having like a little dinner party, whatever, and you need food cooked for you, Matt is insanely talented. He's brought in food, I think, 3 times now, and all 3 times it's been spectacular. So that's what I'm saying. All right. And the number 3 team in the NFC West, I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Football Rams. You got Matt Stafford coming back. You've got Sean McVay. Like, Sean McVay, I know they had a down year last year, but he's still a heck of a coach. He knows his X's and O's. He's great offensive coach. You got Stafford back. I saw Cooper Kupp pulled his hamstring though, but he might be out for a few weeks.
Yeah, probably just early in the season. Hamstrings are kind of weird. I just feel like that's one that just takes time. Like, I mean, I pulled my hamstring my senior year of football. That's just lingering. So I'd imagine even if he's like healthy enough, they'll probably keep him off the field for that first couple weeks.
You hold him out. He gets back first game of the season. You're good to go. But then you got to remember they got the great equalizer on defense. They got Aaron Donald. I mean, he's a one-man wrecking crew. He is To me, he is the Ndamukong Suh Nebraska version NFL.
Yeah, he's going to account
He
for
makes
two
it-
linemen.
He
every
makes a
time.
difference in every single game he plays in. So I got the Rams in third, and then bringing up last place, I have the Arizona Football Cardinals. I don't know. I have no idea. They locked Kyler Murray into a big contract.
Yeah.
I thought that they were a team on the rise, but now you lose your number one receiver.
Yeah, Hopkins is gone.
He leaves. Kyler Murray, he was injured last year. Hopefully he returns healthy, but who does he have to throw to?
Well, even before the injury, he was not looking great. Like, it was a rough season even before he got hurt.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what TJ Watt retires. Allen ends up signing with the Broncos. Vance Joseph, he ends up going to the Broncos. The defense, they've lost people on defense. They've lost people on offense. So I don't see how they'll have a successful year. I think it's going to be trouble in Cardinal land. So
yeah, I think
at least they have nice
easiest
weather.
Division so far.
Man, I was just talking about you, Ray. I was just talking about you today. I was like, I have not heard from Ray in a long time. So Ray's a big Lions guy. He's always got his eye on the Lions. So
you know what? I actually
We'll
think
see.
the Lions are on their way up.
Well, we haven't made it there yet. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
We're getting ahead of ourselves right now. So, all right. So that was the NFC West. So we got the Niners, Seattle, the Rams, Arizona.
I agree with you. Actually, 4 for 4 on that one. I think it's a replay of last year.
Yeah. And I think playoff wise, I think you're looking 49ers for sure. Seattle, we'll see how it plays out, but I think Seattle will make a run for a playoff position too. All right. So now we will move on to this is weird. My phone's all messed up. It's like got the wrong time and stuff. So side note, phone problems. But hey, Samsung, thank goodness Nick and AD aren't here to give me fits about that. You use a Samsung, but
They give you a hard time about not
all
having
the time.
iPhone.
All the time.
I don't know. I've never understood that. The pressure to join the monopoly.
It's all I ever hear. iPhone this. But I've had Samsung for so long. It's what I do. So I gotta roll with that. Okay.
Yeah, stay true.
Yeah. So all right. So now we're gonna move on to the NFC South. NFC South is kind of a tough division. I'm not really sure, but I am going to go the New Orleans Saints to come in first in the NFC South. I think Carr's got a chip on his shoulder, the way he was basically dismissed from the Raiders. Like, hey, we don't want you no more. Get out of here. I see like a Drew Brees, reincarnation for him down in the Big Easy. So I'm gonna go with the Saints in the number one slot. And Thomas has got to get healthy. That's another key thing too. He's got to get healthy. If he gets healthy, and if him and Carr, he's made a living. He knows how to throw the ball. And if Thomas gets healthy and he can put up 100+ receptions this year, I think the Saints first place in the NFC South. Will they make noise in the playoffs? I'm not sure about that. I don't know if they're that type of team, but I got the Saints coming in first.
I think have you looked at their schedule too?
I haven't.
They
play,
they don't really play.
You got
name any of the great quarterbacks in the league, and I'll tell you if the Saints play him or not.
Russell Wilson. Just joking. You knew that was coming. Let's
They actually don't play him.
Let's see. Aaron Rodgers.
Don't play. Well, no, they play. Actually,
they play Jets. Got the Jets. Did I guess right?
Nope. No Rodgers on there.
Yeah, but they got 6 games against the NFC South. So you got to look at that. Like, that could be 6 victories. I mean, they might give one away here and there, but the NFC South, it's trouble.
I mean, they got the Titans, then they got the Panthers, then they got the Packers, Buccaneers, Patriots. You get the pattern here, right? Texans, Jaguars, Colts, Bears. I mean, Justin Fields and Kirk Cousins might be the 2 best quarterbacks he actually goes up against.
And you got Carr with the chip on his shoulder. I always love when that quarterback's got a chip on his shoulder. I always think they play better. I think he's got a lot what he wants to prove to people. So I'm gonna go Saints number 1.
I like it.
All right, second place team. This is where it gets a little foggy for me, but I am going to go with please, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going with Baker Mayfield. I think this is basically, I thought the Rams were kind of his final shot. He played well enough last year at times to warrant a chance to be a starting quarterback. I think the Buccaneers of Tampa Bay, they've got the receiving core. They've got that. I think they still got some of that championship mentality from a couple years back.
Right.
They're well coached. I'm going Tampa Bay number 2. I'm not. It's hard, but this division's really not that stellar. So
they're all like at the same level of skill too. That's the hard part. You look at last year's record; they pretty much all finished damn near the same.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm going Tampa Bay. I'm believing in Baker Mayfield. I'm going Tampa Bay. It's scary. Levante David, don't prove me wrong. You got this. And then I don't know. Did he end up leaving, or is he? I think he's still with Tampa Bay. I know
he's still with Tampa Bay.
I know
double check, but I don't think he left.
That's one guy from the Super Bowl that has really fell off the last couple of years. The Super Bowl against the Chiefs, I thought he was about ready to be anointed the best linebacker in football, and I know he battled some personal issues and stuff last year.
Yeah, so he requested the trade. They don't intend to move.
They don't intend. So okay, so he's still there, maybe disgruntled, but I'm going Tampa Bay number 2. They're going to get together. They're going to bond. Well coached. Tampa Bay number 2. And now again, number 3. I'm going to go with. Oh man, this is hard. Maybe a tie for last. I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Carolina.
Yeah, Falcons at the bottom again.
I'm going with Carolina.
Okay.
I'm going with Carolina. I believe we got the fine young quarterback, Bryce Young, taking over the reins. I think Atlanta, they scare me more.
Who do they got for quarterback?
Desmond Ritter.
And is Marcus Mariota, he's still down there?
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Okay,
so
it's
you've
going to
got
be Desmond Ritter's year.
Desmond Ritter's the quarterback down there. But I think Bryce Young, he's got that maturity. And I just what he did in college. I know it's harder when you make that transition to the NFL, but he showed me something down at the Iron Bowl. I was down there for the game. I watched him play. I liked his pocket presence. He showed me something down there. So I'm going to go Carolina. And then in last place, I'm going to go with Atlanta. In Atlanta, they got Desmond Ritter. And they got the tight end, but they lost Calvin Ridley. I mean, they didn't have him last year, of course. But then now he goes to Jacksonville, which we'll get there soon. We'll get there soon. 5765.
Yeah, when we were talking about who they all play.
5765 and 0941. All about those Jaguars. We'll get there.
Yeah, I think they took offense to me when I was saying
taking shots
when they don't really play too many quarterbacks. And I said the best ones are Kirk Cousins, Fields.
Oh,
throw Trevor Lawrence in there.
Yeah.
We'll throw Lawrence in
Trevor
there.
Lawrence.
He's probably on that. If I'm throwing Fields in there, you got to throw Lawrence at the same level.
So I'm going to go New Orleans, Tampa Bay, Carolina, Atlanta. Yep. I think that's the play right there. Playoff wise, New Orleans, and I don't see any wild cards out of this division. Maybe Tampa Bay, but I'm not sold on Baker Mayfield. I just don't know. I know he's got the chip on his shoulder too, but I feel like New Orleans might be the only team to come out of that division. So that's what I'm going. New Orleans, Tampa Bay, Carolina, Atlanta.
Saints the only ones making the playoffs.
Saints only want to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. You look at that, it's Saints have the easiest schedule, so I feel like they're going to be the best chance to get in the playoffs.
So we'll see what happens there. All right, now we're going to move on to the NFC North.
This one's spicy.
Yeah, this one.
It's hard to predict.
This one I might get in trouble on. I think Nick might probably punch me in the face here, but I'm going to go. Oh, Ray's going to not be happy with me either. Oh boy, this is trouble. I'm going to go with the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, Jefferson. I know they lost Delvin Cook, but I think that they'll have enough on offense without Delvin Cook. But man, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. But I'm going Minnesota because Kirk Cousins is that guy. He is 35 touchdowns, just under 10 interceptions. That's what he's going to give you that.
He's not going to have a bad year, but he's not going to do anything that's like Josh Allen Mahomes numbers either.
Yeah,
It's
so
gonna be steady.
Oh man, Ray's not happy with me right now. Oh my goodness.
Would you say that Jefferson's still the best receiver in the league?
No. I have Chase.
Chase. You got Chase.
Yep, I took Chase number 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going the Vikings. I might be swayed on this too, because my number 2 team, I have Detroit. I have Jared Goff. I have Amon St. Brown. I've got Matt Campbell, head coach. I got him number 2.
I'm not mad at you yet. It's just,
for now I got him. I got him at number 2 right now, and I feel good about that. I feel they're a playoff team, so it's either going to be Vikings or Lions. But I just feel like Vikings right now, they have a little bit more. I don't know. I like I like Kirk Cousins better than I like Jared Goff.
Yeah, I mean, last year it's hard to argue. Kirk Cousins had an incredible season.
So I got to go Minnesota, Detroit, and then
don't make me mad, Raff.
This is where things get upsetting. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to go with Chicago Bears in third place. I'm going Chicago Bears. Justin Fields, I think he takes another step forward.
I think he hits his superstar
status. I think Justin Fields, the sky's the limit for him. Mm-hmm. I know he did a lot of running last year. I know they want to cut down on that, use that selective running. He's going to have some games where I think he'll have over 100 yards rushing.
Oh, yeah.
But if they depend on him to have that every game, then you have trouble. You're looking at injuries. But the Bears, I think they're a team on the rise. They've got some offensive players that they can play.
They got DJ Moore. That was big for him.
Yeah.
Give Fields a guy that he can trust.
Yep.
You got Claypool in the middle of the season. Yep. So you got a couple of receivers.
You got receivers and you got a running game.
Yep. You got.
And what
still got Montgomery, I think.
And what makes their running game even more of a threat is you've got Justin Fields, who gave you 1,000 yards rushing last year, which they don't want to see that again this year. I'd say if he's around 500, 600 yards rushing, that's probably about where they need him to be at. But I think the work he does, I think you got the Bears, and then last place, I never thought I would say this, but the Green Bay Packers. And I feel like the reason for this is you got the new quarterback, Jordan Love, and what he is going to feel the pain of what Aaron Rodgers felt. They do not bring in any receivers to help their quarterbacks out. They do not. It's not right. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, I get mad at him in a little bit because I was like, man, he just wasn't that enthusiastic last year at the beginning. Like, I know he was there during the season. He played with a hurt finger. I understand that, but he went to every mini camp practice and every off-season event for the Jets. Green Bay, he's like, whatever. When you probably should have been working with all these young receivers, and I think that hurt him last year. Mm-hmm. And then when he got injured, that hurt him too. But I think Jordan Love's going to feel what Aaron Rodgers felt. They just don't have any receivers.
They got bad route runners. I couldn't tell you how many times watching Lazard last year, just get bullied.
And he's gone. He's at the Jets now too. So
but it's just talking about last year's year with Rodgers.
You just don't have that. You don't have that. Like Devontae Adams, they had that go-to guy. I don't see the Packers having that. Then you got a new quarterback. So I see the Packers, at the bottom of the division. I just don't see how that changes. So
hopefully Samari Toure gets more reps out there too.
I think he does.
Yeah, and he made some plays with Rodgers last year. That was kind of one of the highlights.
He has a chance for him, where he's gonna be able to make some money if he makes some catches, because he's probably on a 3-year. I would guess a 3-year deal, maybe 4, but maybe a 3. So he has a chance, if he plays well, to make that run. But well, I think we almost made it through the NFC. So I think what we should probably do now is let everybody know that the Royals will be starting at 6:30. Mm-hmm. So once they kick off, we'll be off the 93.7 radio stream. But you can join us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Allen 951. I think we're still there. We're still there on that when the Royals are on. So we hit that. But you're listening to the Wide Road to Raff. We're going to throw it to break, and then we'll be right back to wrap up the NFC, and then we'll move on to the AFC Broncos world. All right. This is the Wide Road to Raff.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Whether you're looking for a new place to call home or trying to sell your current home, you want to make it as easy as possible. So why not use a realtor that works harder so you don't have to? The Carpe Diem team at Nebraska Realty is your go-to realty team for all your residential and commercial needs. They pride themselves on working hard and making your life as easy as possible while educating you every step of the way. Contact the Carpe Diem team to seize your moment, whether it be buying, selling, building, investing, or even commercial real estate. Give them a call today at 402-429-8121.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Koppel's big summer sales event is kicking off into high gear with lots of fantastic offers still going on. We got 0.9% interest rates and trade-in bonuses on select new models. I know it all sounds too good to be true, but yes, 0.9% interest rates right now at Koppel. Also ramping up our back-to-school vehicles, and our pre-owned inventory is filling fast. We've got great new pre-owned and GM certified units ready to roll, so stop on by the dealership or online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Proud to be voted Best Vape Shop.
Generation V.
Is thrilled to announce our newest location is now open at 27th and Superior.
Generation V.
Explore the largest selection of vape, Delta 8, Kratom, all your favorite brands of disposables, e-liquid, and premium THCA flower.
Generation V.
We'll guide you through our extensive collection to help you find the perfect fit.
Generation V.
With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E6 contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: showers from likely this morning, then mostly cloudy skies will take over this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 84. Tonight we'll see chances from the lake, otherwise mainly cloudy skies, a low of around 71. And tomorrow we'll see partly sunny skies with a high of around 86. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to the wide world of Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is the wide world of Raff. It's Wednesday night. If you're listening and you feel like you want to sponsor the show, feel free to contact me. You could sponsor this fine show. Greatness, I tell you, greatness. But we'll move on now to the NFC East. The NFC East, I think it's going to be a very competitive division, to say the least. I mean, 3 out of the 4 teams I really like. So it'll be
Giants got an asterisk on there for me right now.
Ooh, they're scaring you. Saquon's return hasn't made you happy?
I just want to see how it works out.
I just want to see if there's Danny Dimes.
I want to see if there's any disgruntled.
So if I pick the Giants first, you'll be very upset with me.
I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be.
I would be surprised.
I would be surprised.
All right, so I'm gonna start out this division. My number 1 squad, I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia Football Eagles. Jalen Hurts, another year under his belt. He had an MVP caliber season last year. I like the Eagles. I feel like they have a chip on their shoulder, which I always like to see.
Mm-hmm.
And they bring back a lot. They lost the running back, Miles Sanders.
Yeah, Sanders is gone.
They lost him, but they got a good nucleus, and they
still probably walking in with the best offensive line.
They're my pick to win the NFC East. So I got NFC, and then you got Kelsey decided to come back, make a return.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see how that all plays out because. Oh, why am I forgetting it? Why I forget the Nebraska player's name? Why am I doing this? The center. Why am I missing this?
Help
me, Jurgens. Cam Jurgens, I think he was under kind of the impression that he was going to maybe get the starting job this year. So
Yeah,
I
Kelsey coming back.
And I wonder like Cam Jurgens, if they've thought about maybe moving him to guard just until Kelsey calls it quits, but just to get him on the field.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. He's
You've driven by GE Landscape
Whoa,
Supply.
hey, oh,
we got Royals.
Royals baseball. Okay, we're all right. We're all right. Royals are starting. They're not kicking off. They have the first pitch, or they probably the pregame show.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, just pregame
baseball should kick off. I mean, football is the best sport ever. I mean, everybody knows that. So we just got to kick off. But so okay, so we got the Eagles at 1. Now my number 2 team, I'm gonna go with the Dallas Cowboys. Pete Ferguson is a happy man right now. I got the Cowboys at number 2. Dak Prescott. Jerry Jones has pretty much said it. You know, this is kind of his make it or break it year. You know, if he's going to take over and be the leader of America's team, they got a new offense. Because Kellen Moore he left. So I guess they want to slow down a little bit, not score as much. Cowboys are always kind of a weird team to me. I never really understand it.
Yeah, I'm feeling shaky on them. I might even say they take a step down.
And then you got to wonder with Tony Pollard, how is late? You know, if he's, you know, he says he's back to 100%, but you know, you want to see it out on the field.
Well, even when you are, I feel like those athletes, like if you injured yourself, even when you take off, especially early on, even if you're healthy, you're going to be thinking about that.
Yeah. So I got that. And then you've got Mike Parsons, he's playing for a big payday. So I expect Mike Parsons MVP caliber year. He's gonna be a beast. And then you got Trayvon Diggs on the backside. But see with Trayvon though, he gets a lot of publicity for his interceptions, but man, he gets beat a lot because he guesses more than any defensive back in the NFL.
Yeah, he gambles a lot.
Yes, he does.
So I mean, that's kind of always been his problem, is knowing when to gamble.
So we go Cowboys second, and then I'll go with the New York Giants. I think they have enough. Danny Dimes, they got Saquon. Is he happy? He's a team player. He's going to show up. He's going to be there. But the bugaboo for him has been injuries. So hopefully, you know, he gets through the year healthy. But I'll go Giants. And then in the final slot, I'm going to go with the Washington Commanders. I don't know if they'll be the Commanders. It seems like there's a petition going on right now. They wanted to turn it back to the Redskins, but I don't know how many. They have over 30,000 signatures to go back to the Redskins, but I don't know. I just don't think the Commanders will be around much longer as the Commanders. I think they'll end up changing their name, even if they change it back to the Washington Football Team.
I actually like that name.
I like it.
It grew on me a lot.
Yeah, it was cool. I like just the way they're just the number on the side of the helmets, which the Commanders still have this number on the side of their helmets too. I think I can't remember if they changed anything or.
No, I don't. Are you sure about that one?
I don't know.
I'd have to double check. I would look at their old uniforms.
Not a huge Redskin or Commanders guy. They have Jarrett Patterson who played for Buffalo Bulls. I keep track of him just because it's pretty cool to see him, what he's done in the NFL. He'll be going into his third year already. So hopefully.
I think they'll change the colorways too. I know they talked about that a little bit.
I think they go back. I think they go back to the Redskins.
You do?
I think they go back to
I'll be down for that.
They go back to the burgundy and they go back to the red. And I know a lot of people, they get upset, but sport, I don't know. They were the Redskins since the 40s, the 50s. And the family, it's such a tricky situation, but it's but you got the Chiefs, Chiefs are fine, but Indians are bad. And I try to just stay out of that. And it's like, just sports.
Yeah. Just NFL team.
Yeah. I'm going NFL and it gets me in trouble all the time. So I'm done. I'm not commenting no more on that. And then, that wraps up the NFC East. We've done it. Okay. And now we'll move on to let's do the AFC South. AFC South. We're going to go with my number one spot in the NFC South is going to go to Trevor Lawrence, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They were strong last year at the end of the year, came back against the Chargers. But I'm going to tell you what, Trevor Lawrence, another year under his belt also, but you've got Christian Kirk this year and you got Calvin Ridley. And Calvin Ridley is going to be a problem. Sat out last year due to his issues, but I think that Calvin Ridley is going to be a problem. So I'm going to go Jacksonville number 1, and then I'm going to move number 2. I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans are my number 2, just for the fact that they're wearing the old Houston Oilers uniforms, a couple games. I mean, those are awesome to see those back. But you got Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill. I think this will probably be his make it or break it year. If he's going to be back next year, we'll see how that pans out. But we'll go Tennessee number 2, and then number 3. Man, this is a tough one. This is one of those tie for last things again, too. I am going to go with the Houston Texans at number 3.
Ooh, you got Colts bottom, huh?
Yep. The Colts are a mess right now.
Yeah,
they are a mess. And I think CJ Stroud in Houston. In Houston, actually,
nice running back too, and Dameon Pierce.
And they were a thorn last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know they didn't win a lot of games, but they were a thorn to a lot. They were not a good foot, but they were there. And I think you got D'Amico Ryans taking over, who's a really good coach. So I'm gonna go with the Texans number 3, and then the Colts. I'm going number 4. Yeah, number 4. The Colts are a mess. I don't know. Like Anthony Richardson. He's got all the talent in the world, but he didn't really show a ton of it at Florida. I mean, he had bits and pieces, but to risk everything and make him your starter, then you got your running back Jonathan Taylor, who he wants out.
Yeah, he sees the writings on the
he
wall.
wants no
It's gonna be a
piece of
bad
it.
year.
He wants out. And then receiving wise, you got Michael Pittman, but there's not a ton underneath that. So I'm going Indianapolis in the cellar.
Yeah, they've never really, think about the Colts, they've never really developed their own quarterback.
Yeah.
They got Andrew Luck, they got Manning, but they've never really had a quarterback they've developed. I feel like that's what that franchise. Yeah, okay.
Peyton. But I mean, but they fell into those picks because they were the worst team in the NFL. So they had the first pick. They drafted wisely with Andrew Luck, and they drafted wisely with Peyton Manning. But yeah, this Richardson, I love his talent, but it scares me. It's like, that's a lot in a first round pick, because you would have never have thought that. So, and then we'll do one more division, then we'll head to break here in a few minutes, but we'll do one more. We'll go with the AFC North. AFC North. It's a little scary right now because we don't know about Joe Burrow and how long he's going to be out with that calf injury.
Yeah.
It looked a little gruesome. I'm not going to lie. I was like,
he went down and didn't get up.
This might be more than, a couple week thing, but I'm going with the Bengals. I think Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, this is the last year. A lot of the receivers are on contract, but I'm saying that Joe Burrow finds a way, gets healthy, maybe not the start of the year, but then they had a horrible beginning last year too. And they bounced back and they made all the AFC Championship games. So I'm going Bengals number 1.
They patched that offensive line more too. They're getting that offensive line figured out.
So I'm going Bengals number 1. Oh, I can have people mad at me, or I am going to go with, please don't be mad at me, AD. Please don't be mad at me, Chef Matt. This might not get me food on the drive. He might have ex-chef of the drive, but I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens number 2. They've got, you got Odell in town. You got Lamar Jackson. He signed a big contract, and he signed the big contract, but he also heard a lot of people talking about his injury. He's not this, he's not that. So I think he's going to come out on a mission. So I'm going to go Ravens number 2, Pittsburgh Steelers number 3, but it's close. It's close. And a lot of this will be on the development of Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett, you got Najee back there. You got the crazy receiver, George Pickens, making all sorts of just crazy catches. But if Pickens develops, I could definitely see Pittsburgh move into that number 2 slot.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it all plays out. And then in the final slot, the number 4 slot, I got the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson, I don't know. He has another year where he's back. Talented as all get out. If he goes back to the way he was playing with Houston towards the end, or he was, I would say, caliber wise, I thought it was going to be him and Patrick Mahomes battling to see who was one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But then he came back last year, and he just did not do anything that really lit the world on fire.
Yeah, it looked nothing like his time.
They've got Nick Chubb. They could make a run. It's just a matter of how how Deshaun Watson plays. I'm just not sure how that's all going to play out.
Yeah,
So
I think I might actually put him above the Steelers. I think
Ooh,
last year was a pretty bad year.
Ooh,
I think
watch
we'll see
out.
an uptick in Deshaun
Steelers
Watson.
fans are not happy. They'll probably be camped out outside waiting for you.
Well, Browns fans are even more miserable. So,
Yeah.
like those guys, think about it. You got to finally get to the playoffs with Baker Mayfield, and then you trade him, and here we go again. They're at the bottom of the division last year. So we'll see. Those two teams, though, it's going to be between Pickett. Does he develop fast enough? And was last year Deshaun Watson just a fluke?
Yep.
I'd rather bet that it was a fluke year.
All right, so Browns ahead of Steelers. You heard it here first, Steelers fans. It was not me.
I don't got a show with AD, so I don't.
It was Harrison. It was Harrison. It was Harrison. So all right, so we're okay. So we're at 6:41 mark right now. We could throw it to break, come back, and then finish the last two, and then call it a show.
Yeah,
Should we do that? All right, we'll throw it to break. Just the wide world of Raff and 3.7 the ticket.
Me, I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel, so do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck, so stop on in or visit us online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with approved credit.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. And you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus tour. An opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour. Learn more on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You were so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Guys, when I first started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, I weighed in at over 300 pounds. Now, less than a year later, I'm under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. I'm stronger, I'm healthier, and it all began with the Farrell's 10-Week Challenge. 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and guided nutrition coaching to help you reach your fitness goals. Their next 10-week challenge begins on April 8th. If you're wanting to change your life like I have, head to theticketfm.com and click on Enroll Now on the homepage. Plus, get a promo code for a discount just for ticket listeners. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like getting new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best we can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. We're on the brink of spring cleanups for all of our existing customers and have limited spots left. We trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give us a call today at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of our designers and get ready for Tailored Life's grand opening in Bennett.
You're listening to the wide world of Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is the wide world of Raff. It's Wednesday night. Apparently, everybody watching and listening tonight agrees with us because the text line really has not got too crazy. I expected people texting in and being upset with
Just
me.
Trevor Lawrence defenders.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
A lot of
There's
Trevor Lawrence.
A lot of Trevor Lawrence fans.
Trevor
in
Lawrence.
Nebraska.
It's T. Lawrence time. All right. So now we will move on to the AFC East. Okay. This is a tough division for me, but I'm going to do the old Chris Berman. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. I'm going with the Bills. It's a scary pick for me because I feel their window is closing fast, rapidly.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because the talent around them is getting that much better. Because people like Rodgers joining the group, you still got Burrow.
I feel like it's the 90s all over again. Like they've had their opportunities to close the deal. They have not done it. And now they're getting to a point now where I think something's got to happen. If they do not make a run this year, I see a lot of changes for the Bills. So this is it. This is their last year. If they cannot win the Super Bowl this year, I don't see it happening for a while.
That one would be scary for the Bills because I don't even know what you dismantle there.
Yeah,
because if you're dismantling it, the idea is to be better.
I think Diggs is gone.
Okay.
Either you win the Super Bowl or Diggs is gone.
Okay.
He'll hit his limit. He'll be out of there. Love Von Miller, but Von's going into his 13th year. So Von's getting up there. So it's got to happen this year.
Yeah, that's a bummer because last year, it felt like that was a perfect acquisition.
Yeah,
he made it, especially against the Chiefs in particular. It felt like, damn, there it was. That was the piece. That was enough pressure we needed to get on Mahomes so we could beat these guys.
So I'm going going the Bills, kind of reluctantly, but I'm going the Bills. The number 2, I'm going with the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers. He's got that Aaron Rodgers swag back. Mm-hmm. He's got that glint in his eye. He's got Garrett Wilson. He's got, hopefully Breece Hall comes back healthy.
Mm-hmm. They got a hell of a
hopefully
defense.
they don't go in and study him. He probably has like 9,000 bets or something crazy like that, being Iowa State. But hopefully nothing like that pops up. But I guess he's out of school now, so he's fine with that. That's the NFL. But no, that's just rumors, just joking, just innuendos. But so I'm going Jets number 2.
I can see that.
Then I'm going to go I'm going to go Miami number 3. And this is another one. It hinges on Tua. Is he back? Is he healthy? Is that first hit he takes to the head? Because if he gets injured, then
there's gonna be some real questions.
It'll be trouble. It'll be trouble in Miami again. Yeah. So I got Miami number 3, but they got Vic Fangio. So you look for their defense to be really good because Vic Fangio can coach defense. That's his forte. It's what he does. So Miami's defense will be really good. So they have that opportunity. I think if Tua stays healthy, they have a chance, to make a run for the division.
Yeah, I mean, you still got Tyreek and Waddle running out there.
Oh, yeah.
Like you got, and if their defense, like I said, actually gets better. I mean, they won some games last year on absolute shootouts. The Ravens, I remember that was the biggest one where Tyreek Hill had like 200 yards receiving.
I haven't really heard much about Tom Brady signing the Raiders to become part owner. They haven't really talked much about that lately, if that even came. But I'll tell you what, if it gets to the end of the year and Tua starts having concussion problems, look for the Dolphins to make a run for Tom Brady. I know that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I know people are like, oh, Raff, he's retired. But I'll tell you what, if it gets to the end of the year and Dolphins are in striking chance to make the playoffs and Tom Brady has that opportunity to make a run with those receivers and his competitive juices, I don't know why. I'll hang on to that until the year's over. But I think if he doesn't sign anything with the Raiders, which we have not heard him, there was a lot of talk earlier that he's going to be a part owner of the Raiders, but that's kind of really
it fizzled out a while
ago. So keep your eye on that. That'll be interesting. And then bringing up the back of the AFC East is New England Patriots. You got Mac Jones. I know Rico's upset. I'm sure he thinks that Patriots will do better than that, but I just don't think the Patriots have I think their window is completely closed. I don't see them making any runs, but I see the Patriots coming in at the bottom of the division. So that's the AFC East.
That's a brutal division too. So it's not even crazy to say. I mean, like if we're throwing them in the different divisions, you might talk differently. But I mean, you're looking at the Dolphins, the Jets. The Jets would be different, but their defense was awesome last year. Sauce Gardner might be the best corner in the league. Like he's that freaky good already.
So you got that. You've got good weather in Miami, but these weather games, you got Buffalo, New England, and New York Jets. I mean, you got a chance at snow and wind. November games in those areas are not fun at all. I went to a November game in Buffalo, and the winds were blowing. It wasn't even snowing, and I was like, "This is horrible." So that's my AFC East.
Do you think Mac Jones can put it together this year and show some real improvement, or do you think it's a chance they might move?
I think a lot of it with him too is he just got such horrible coaching last year. They didn't have an offense coordinator really. They had defensive coaches coaching offense, which I thought that was going to work. I was like, I don't think so. But
it's been the weirdest era for Belichick.
Yeah, and he's to the point now where he's trying to prove to everybody that it wasn't Tom Brady. But now everybody's looking, going, it might have been Tom Brady.
It's kind of like already over, man. He went to Tampa Bay and boom, Super Bowl.
Yep. So
kind of won that already.
It'll be interesting when Tom Brady goes back. I think they're retiring his jersey and stuff at the beginning of the year.
Those guys have good relationship.
I'm hoping that maybe that he goes up, they retire his jersey, put his name up on give him a statue, and then the next week he signs with the Dolphins, and then he comes back the next week and plays New England again. That would be the ultimate twist of fate. So, all right, so we got a few minutes left. Let's wrap up this show talking about the AFC West. All right, AFC West in first place. I'm going with Kansas City Chiefs. They're the champions. So Chiefs in first place. Second place, I'm going with the Denver Broncos, and I am putting it out there right now. Denver is going to beat the Chiefs at least once this year. So the streak ends. Either they're going to be 16-0 and lose to the Broncos, or 15-1. But they are definitely losing to the Broncos once this year. So Broncos at number 2. Sorry, everybody out there, all my Raiders fans out there. Too bad. So sad. But Broncos number 2. And then number 3, I'm going to go with the Chargers. You got Justin Herbert. You got but the thing with the Chargers is their receivers are getting kind of older. You got Keenan Allen who's getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
Then Michael, why am I forgetting his name? Their number 2 guy. Actually, he might even be the number 1 guy now. He got injured at the end of last year.
Yeah, their whole wide receiver core got demolished.
And then you got an upset Austin Eckler who
led the league in touchdowns last year.
Yeah, but he wanted out of there because he wants better pay. So, and then just the way that they got beat last year in the playoffs, that's rough on a team. And I think that
Quentin Johnson.
No, there's another one. Help me again. Give me another receiver for the Chargers.
I'm trying to think. Mike Williams.
I think I called him San Diego. Sorry, Los Angeles. Mike Williams. That's it. Thank you.
Was he hurt last year?
He got hurt for the playoffs.
Oh, okay. Yep. You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
So Los Angeles Chargers. Sorry, they'll always be San Diego to me. Sorry. Jack Murphy Stadium. Can't leave it ever. And then in last place in the AFC West, I'm going to go with the Las Vegas Raiders. They might, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's a serviceable quarterback. He gets healthy. He has shown that he can win games in the NFL, but it's the Raiders. It's Josh McDaniels. Don't have much love for that guy. So I think either this will be Josh McDaniels' final season and going back to New England, or, something happens. But I'm going with that. So I'm going to go Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Las Vegas in the AFC West. So guess what, everybody? We've done it. We have covered all 32 teams. We've covered all eight divisions.
Mm-hmm.
We did it. So you probably don't even have to watch any NFL football. We might have some Thursday night. We got the Jets and Browns, but you don't have to watch it now. We told you how it's all going to finish up, but we never told you he's going to win the Super Bowl. So I guess you have to watch. But thanks, everyone, for joining us. This has been the Wide World of Raff. Have a great rest of your night, and we will see you in the morning on The Drive.